We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. Come on. Baby, get this. You're all mine. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 13. 65, 65. 65. 49, 49. Let's go. Get set.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming.
On 2nd down, Ekeler. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Ekeler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Geis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Okay, ready. 458's the mic. Echo. You better bring. I'm letting you know.
On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
Come on, dude. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Mike's 49.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Complete to Hilton. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our house. Hey, it's our house.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Redskins 0.
Ready. 7 to ending. Hot 7. Watch the run. They're running, man.
On 1st down, here's Love. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike, 49. Focus, defense, focus. 49, go. Mike, 49's the mic. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. On 2nd down, Love. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold. Hold on, chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Off to Geis on the screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll get this to Eckler. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run with Jackson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going on the ground with Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Come on now, let's go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Once more, here's Eckler. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And the catch made by Hilton. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready?
On 2nd down and 4. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down. A timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
We got this.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one complete to Reed. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go.
Get it.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
To throw, it's Allen. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors,